Did you walk over there by yourself or were you with somebody? Well, I didn't walk by myself. I was walking and somebody was like behind me. When I seen the police coming, like once they did what they did, I started walking back towards the house. As I started walking back towards the house, we seen a policeman in the bin. Because anytime a murder happened in that area, some police are going to rush to the scene and some are going to rush around there to see if they could catch us putting up the guns or pulling up in cars to see if they could catch us red-handed with the guns. As I ran in my mama yard, because I see the police, they caught Ashton Price outside the yard with a gun on him. But was Ashton Price in the car? Was he involved in that shooting? No, he wasn't involved in that shooting. Could you hear the shots when you were walking up? Yeah. Were there a lot? Yeah. Okay. Could you tell Junie was dead when you saw him? I could tell by the way he was laying and all the shots you heard. He was dead and how close it was up on him. I knew he was dead. Did the guys come and tell you about their murder later? Yeah. What did they tell you? How Junie was a duck, how he wasn't told to walk up to the car with his hands up in the air, like as if that's really a police car. Who said that? Do you remember? Rabbit, Evans. What else did they tell you about the shooting? How all of them hit him up. How many people did they say were in the car? Do you remember everybody who was in the car? Yeah. Who was in the car? Curtis Neville, Jasmine Perry, Gregory Stewart, Evans Lewis, and Solomon Doyle. Was that normal for Solomon? Was he like that? No. Was that his first body? Yeah. All right. What did people say about that? They was talking about he was cowboy shooting. What does cowboy shooting mean? Wild gunfire. Just stuck his gun out the car and just went to shooting. He didn't ever get out the car like the rest of them. He went to unload his clip. He didn't stand over him. He just shot from out the car. Is that a compliment or a put down? That's a put down. Did they say that to Solomon's face? No, they ain't gonna say that to Solomon's face. Why not? Saul will beat your ass up. He can fight? Yeah. Better than the other guys? Better than all of us. Did Solomon Doyle ever tell you anything about this? Yeah, he stung with that little gun he had. What does stunting mean? Showing off. Yeah, I had to get me one. I ain't playing, with cheddar gone, just stuff like that. We just laugh at Saul because he's not really with that. Do you remember the next month that Solomon got arrested? Or do you ever remember Solomon being arrested with mannitol or cut? Yeah. Objection, Your Honor. He's leading the witness. Objection sustained. Do you ever recall a time Solomon went to jail? Yeah. What did he go to jail for? For some mannitol cut that he had in a hotel room that he had, him and Parnell Watts, that they had in the room, and Gregory told them to go get it. What is mannitol? Cut, something we use to cut the heroin. All right. Who got Saul out of jail? Did somebody go bond him out? No, they bonded Neville. They bonded Neville out of jail. During the process of that, I was in Miami. I'm on my way from leaving Miami. We talked, I'm on the phone with Jasmine Perry. I'm saying, what happened? He's telling me about how they went to jail and all that. I'm like, who gonna get Saul? He's like, they bonded Nelly out, but they didn't get Saul. I'm like, yeah? He said, man, Saul mad. I said, I know he is. He said, he's gonna whip Rabbit's. I said, yeah. So we all know that he's gonna whip Rabbit's. The only person doesn't know that he's gonna get his whooped is Rabbit. So what so happened? The people dropped the charges and let him go. Did Rabbit and Saul ever fight? No. Talking back to the mannitol. Well, I'll come back to that. On the 3G side of things of the 39ers, did you know a guy named G-Baby? Yes. Would you recognize his photo? Yes. Can I see Exhibit 59, please? Can you blow up the photo, please? All right. Who is in that photo? G-Baby and Pizzle. What is Pizzle's real name, Quincy Briggs, or other nickname? QP. Who is G-Baby's brother? Money. Do you know Money's real name or no? I just know his name is Miguel. I don't know his last name. You talked about money earlier. What was money to the organization? Money ain't really like, he'll come out, go to Miami, on trips with us, or to the Saints and Atlanta game, come out every now and then, but he ain't too much, or come to some of the DJs. He wasn't really jump in the car with the guns and all that, or nothing like that. Did he sell drugs? Yeah. What kind of drugs did he sell? He was a coke man. Did you all ever trade coke or heroin or anything? No. Do you remember when G-Baby got killed? Yes. What did you hear about that? That was in front of it was a daiquiri island that they was leasing. They said some guys out the Calliope came through there and went to shooting. G-Baby went to shooting. What so happened? He got shot up and got killed. But then they say one of the guys from the 3rd and G that was trying to shoot at the guys that came around, trying to shoot at the guys out the Calliope, shot G-Baby and killed him. G-Baby just jumped in the line of fire. Well, got caught up in the line of fire. Like how Merle shot Gregory Stewart? Yeah. Did the 3 and G side feel the need to retaliate? Yes, indeed. Yeah. What did you hear about, if they did anything at all? What did they do? Well, a few days later, they went in Rabbit comes back stunting, talking about how he ran into the Calliope and dumped 30 in the niggas and did a whole K on somebody. Can I go back to Exhibit 29? Keep going. I'm sorry to interrupt. He said that, I said, they were telling me who all went. They said it was Rabbit, Big Wash, Money, and AD. Said that he told AD and Money, just shoot and clear out the whole court while he runs down. That's exactly what happened. They fled the scene. Wash told me, and everybody told me. Just, what did Wash tell you about it? The same thing. They was talking about how it wasn't really one of the dudes that really did it. It was the dude that they killed was a nobody. Were they sorry about that? No. He was still out the Calliope. He wasn't one of the shooters or one of the ones came from around there, but you still from out the Calliope, so let them on with it. Did you know, when they first told you what happened, did they mention what the vehicle they were in? No, they never did mention what vehicle it was. It wasn't until T-Red told me, son, don't say nothing. Don't tell them I told you, but when they went in the Calliope, they went in your car. I'm like, yeah? When he told me that, I'm like, they didn't tell me that shit. So I told them about it, and I got rid of the car. How did you get rid of your car? Our insurance jobbed it. Wait, one more time? Our insurance jobbed it. Insurance job. Explain to the jury what insurance jobbing a car is. Oh, when I buy a car at the auction, I buy it for, the Infiniti that I insurance job. I bought it for $15,000. Put a full coverage on it with State Farm, wrecked it, totaled it out, and I got back $32,000. So it was a flip. It was a profit. So that's what I did with all 3 of them. That's what I used to do. Insurance job cars to them. In May, well, let me tell you this. Did you ever go to Mississippi? I lived in Mississippi. What was in Mississippi? That was my house. I stood in it. It was me, Gregory, and T-Red. Where in Mississippi were you living? Past Christian. Can I see? I move to admit Exhibit 31, the lease. No objection. Objection by anybody on behalf of defendants? Let Exhibit 31 be admitted into evidence. Can you blow up the top part of the lease, the first couple paragraphs? Thank you. Who is my son's mother? This is an address in Past Christian, Mississippi? Yes, it is. Why did you rent a house in Mississippi if your mom stayed on Gallier Street? I wasn't sleeping in my mother's house. That's the house that the whole city know that. So I don't go there. I go to sleep in peace. So I move in Mississippi. That's what people that we're beefing with, people that's trying to kill us, they will never, they will never stalk and find us because we live way down in Mississippi. If you be a fool unless somebody tell you all the way to Mississippi, 45 minutes away from the city, you're just dumb. You wasn't paying attention. Everybody know to watch your rearview mirror and pay attention to what car's telling you and following you. Why did you have to sleep out of town? What's wrong with sleeping in the 9th ward? You just ain't gonna sleep right. I have rules and regulations that I will follow up all my life. That I don't go by female houses that live in apartments. I'm never gonna leave a car parked where I'm sleeping at. I always get dropped off. Then past Christian, I needed a house to stay in that was comfortable, where I could bring girls at, lay up and chill and just do what I want to do, in a comfortable spot where all of us could lay. We had a pool table, games, movies. We did whatever. Buku food. It was chill houses. You didn't have to worry about a gun, no rival gangs coming or nothing. It was peace. Explain to the jury why you had a set of rules. What were those rules about? How I live my life. I don't want to get killed. I have rules about why would parking outside an apartment complex get you killed? Because if you park inside of an apartment complex, you got to look at it, Section 8, the type of girls that we deal with, all of them are on Section 8. So if guys dealing with these girls, they're going to see that, they might be dealing with someone else that's in the area. So if they see that, oh, look at Breezy car out there. Oh, he must be by somebody. So if I'm not in that car, and you can call one of your partners, man, come bring some guns up here and chill and wait. Eventually, I got to come out to that car to leave, so they would be out there waiting on me, and they are going to kill me. So that's why I don't do apartments. If I go to hotels, I don't leave my car out there, unless it's in Metairie where they got cameras at.